Hi, I'm Colin here with Fast Expanding Game Social, joined by Team Infused Sabre. Sabre, this is day 2 now, and unfortunately you did kind of go out on day 1 there. How are you finding the tournament so far anyway?
I got knocked out of the BYOC qualifier quite early on. I didn't play very well. I was quite tilted after I didn't play very well at all, so I tilted and played even worse. But today, I've topped my group in the intermediary tournament for I think a bunch of I-Series tickets are on the line, so hopefully I can get myself one of those and redeem myself somewhat from a poor performance on day 1.
Yeah, obviously the main tournament is gone into the group stages now with some serious talent going through. You just barely missed out on the spot to go through to the second stage of groups, but you are doing very well in the intermediate tournament, which is the second tournament going on here at I-Series. How are you finding the players in the intermediate tournament at the moment?
It's just the UK players pretty much that didn't quite cut the chase in the BYC section, so a lot of them are quite good, but usually if you know what you're up against and you can just play to your strengths, you can play to their weaknesses sometimes as well, play some mind games with them, and you can generally come out on top in the series if you are on top of your game.
Definitely. And how are you finding Heart of the Swarm in general so far?
I'm finding it very refreshing because each race has got their own unique new element. Like Terrans have got more mobility, more mobile zoning with Widow Mines as siege tanks, and it's a lot more refreshing and the games are more entertaining to watch. So I'm really happy with Heart of the Swarm and where it is so far. It's much more enjoyable to play.
Great, and obviously it did only just come out a few weeks ago. How are you practicing? Are you practicing like 8 hours a day or?
No, I'm still at sixth form, so I don't really have the time to practice 8 hours a day. But I'm putting in as much as I can. I'm watching a lot of streams, playing a lot of games, like when I'm not doing homework or studying for a test or whatnot. So yeah, I'm doing my fair share of playing, and I'm definitely improving as a result.
That's great. What do you think of the talent here today? We have players such as Rhett, TLO, Snoot, not to mention Sting, Crank, just incredible players. What do you make of everything that's going on here?
Well, I've been pretty lucky because I've been in the watching the players firsthand in the ESET player area. So watching some of these Korean players firsthand, watching what they can do with their keyboards. With the same APM you have, don't get me wrong, a lot of the UK players can play as fast. It's just that they can do so much more with it. So you watch these players, they can drop here, drop there, push forward here, push forward your creep, and it's really mesmerising at points just to watch them play, and it's been a real pleasure. Definitely 4GG. Johnny Rico's really been playing well today. I've really been enjoyed watching him, and Snoop, Baby Knight, both been excellent to watch, and yeah, it's been great so far.
So who are you putting your money on winning the tournament?
I think Johnny Rico's got a good chance actually. He's really determined. He's first place in his group A, the group of death, if you will. He really wants to win. He's just been, he's just left Dignitas, so he's looking for a new sponsor, a new team or something like that. So he's definitely here determined. He's been playing a lot, and I think he's really looked good against 4GG. He dropped the first game, but in the next 2 games he looked brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah, he played absolutely solidly all 3 games really, and going against someone like 4GG. You've got to be a little bit intimidated. Do you kind of wish that you could have got a chance to play against those guys?
Yeah, I think it would have been a lot of fun to play those pro players, to see if you could possibly have taken them up at some point, or just seeing how you fare up against them, because obviously they're professionals of their trade. They do this day in day out for 8 hours a day, if not more. So putting yourself up against them, you get to see where you are, how you're developing as a StarCraft 2 player, and I think it would have been a great experience if I had the chance to get there.
Well, you never know, next I-Series or even later this one. How are you finding I-Series in general? It's a little bit different to most LANs. It's very social. You kind of interact with everyone. Do you prefer that, or?
Yeah, I really like the BYOC aspect. It might be a pain to bring down your own computer. At some tournaments, you just turn up and you play. But bringing down your own computer gives that extra social aspect. Usually you're sat on a large row of computers, everyone's next to each other, obviously going to start interacting with the people near you, and it really creates a really fun dynamic atmosphere. But coupled with that, the best bit about it is that I think it gets a balance just right between serious esports, the competitive side, and then you have the social side, the massive rows of players just playing League of Legends or playing groups in Dota or anything like that. I think it's really good.
Great, that's absolutely perfect. It is very social, but the side of esports that's here represented is obviously very strong. ESET obviously have put up a £10,000 prize pool. What do you make of what ESET have done this year?
I think it's been great. I think what it has done in effect is just really boosted the UK scene. Like injecting so much money into the UK scene has really motivated a lot of these UK players to push further and just try and get themselves known on the European stage now, I would say. And I really think it's helping the UK scene. The UK StarCraft scene is definitely getting stronger as a result, and I can only heap more praise upon ESET. They're a great company for what they're doing.
Definitely. I mean, fronting a £10,000 prize pool, not to mention all the production and everything they do here, is absolutely incredible. How are Team Infused getting on today?
We have 3 players in the BYOC. Lau, unfortunately, went 1-4, I believe. So he did win a series, but unfortunately he was in the group of death with Johnny Rico and co. So he didn't do fare too well, unfortunately. But we've got Caldy and Jamesikins just started beginning their games now in Group C and Group D respectively. So they're in different groups. So hopefully we can see both of them do pretty well, and they'll avoid each other. So that's always good.
Yeah, you never want those team kills, really, do you? So yeah, Team Infused obviously doing very well this tournament. ESET putting on a great show as well. Would you like to kind of give a shout out to your sponsors and everything like that, Sabre?
Yeah, I would like to give a huge shout out to our main sponsor, TTE Sports. They've provided me actually personally with some gear this event, and I've really enjoyed having that new gear just because some of my new gear was just wearing out, and it's really good to have that new gear. And I'd like to thank AOC, our new monitor, not our new monitor sponsor, but they've been putting more money into us. So we've got brand new monitors at this event and next event, so that's really been helping some of our players. So in Win, they've provided some of our PCs at our booth, so a lot of our players that could only turn up and play, they couldn't bring their own computer, have actually had a good computer there to use. And to our other sponsor, Club 3D, obviously, good graphics cards. I use some of their graphics cards myself, and really solid performance for the price. And yeah, our other partners, we've got Ivermee, Technics, and they all support Team Infused in other various ways, which I can't name right now. But
I was going to say, the PCs that are in the Infused booth right now just look absolutely amazing. Was that all from Inwin, was it?
Yeah, it was from Inwin. They provided the PCs for our players, like Caldy, he travelled from Iceland, so he couldn't bring his own computer, unfortunately. So Inwin stepped in and provided him with that computer so he could make it to the group stages of the main event. So I'm sure he's very grateful, and I'm pretty sure all the Team Infused are very grateful for their support. Definitely.
Any last kind of closing words or any kind of shout-outs? Where can we find you, Twitter, etc.?
You can find me on Twitter at @infs_Sabre. I don't have that many followers. I tweet pretty often. I usually retweet a lot of people. I don't really have a Facebook fan page or anything like that. So yeah, just give me your support if you see me anywhere. If you see me in any online events, just if you see me there, just cheer for me. And don't, just keep the faith. I think as the year goes on, I'll do better and better at these tournaments as I improve more and more as a player. So I think that's about it, really.
Definitely, that's fantastic. Once again, I'm here with Team Infused Sabre. I've been Colin for Fast Expanding Game Social. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. And obviously check out Team Infused and Sabre himself. Thanks, guys.